I kept meeting my birth mom, but she never knew it was me, and so I did something I could never undo. My mom had me when she was 14. She grew up in a terrible household and couldn't raise me, so I was put up for adoption. I first wondered about her when I was 6, after my adoptive parents told me about her. On my 12th birthday, they gave me a letter she'd written. It was tear-stained, and in it, she said she couldn't be the mom I deserved, but would be open to contact someday. From then on, I was obsessed with finding her. My grades and social life suffered because I spent all my time searching. Finally, at 22, I found her. She worked at a small diner in the same state I lived in. I couldn't believe it. I drove there immediately. The first time I saw her, I had to run to the bathroom to cry. When I came back, she took my order. "I'd like some coffee," were the first words I ever spoke to my mom. I couldn't bring myself to tell her who I was. Instead, I started visiting her diner 3 times a week, driving over 2 hours each way. We talked every time, but she never realized who I was. Still, those conversations healed something inside me. After months, I decided it was time to tell her. I waited in my car until her shift ended, then approached her as she was leaving. She smiled and said the diner was closed, but I told her I had something important to say. I pulled out the letter she'd written me. Before I could even open it, she started crying and hugged me. Through tears, I told her I was her son. She was so overwhelmed that her legs gave out, and I had to hold her up. We went back inside, shared coffee and pie, and talked. She told me she'd stayed in the state all these years, turning down opportunities, just in case I ever came looking for her. I cried when she said that. Now, we're reconnecting. She's coming over for dinner this Saturday to meet my girlfriend, and I can't wait.